Hi, everybody. Can you guess what I'm going to talk about today? Okay, this is a few of our pieces of this wonderful subject, and that is, of course, one of our favorite characters, the Grinch. Now, that is something that has become a tradition. It has been for some time, actually, in our household. We watch, there's several things that we do, every Christmas. And part of it is, reading the night before Christmas and reading the birth story out of the King James. And we watch Rudolph. And the one thing that we always really, really enjoy is watching the how the Grinch stole Christmas. It's a great story. It was a story by the master storyteller, Dr. Seuss, and I think everybody loves this story. Because while the characters are just so I don't know, captivating. They're so interesting and done in this whimsical uh, signature way that only Dr. Seuss could do. And what I've tried to do is to be faithful to the character while also imparting some of the signature motif that I'm sort of known for. But I remember when I think I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, and this is a long, long time ago. And I first got familiar with Dr. Seuss. My mother had taken me to the dentist. You know, as little as I was, I had a cavity, and I was scared to death going to the dentist, and it was always going to be such an unpleasant thing. And as I was waiting to go in, uh, there they had some children's books on the table. I remember this crystal clear, and one of them was one of these Dr. Seuss books. And I mean, I was sensitive artistically even back then, because it was evident to everybody that I had this wonderful artistic gift, and so I mean, I just loved the characters. I loved the way it was presented. I just loved everything about it, and I have been an avid Dr. Seuss fan ever since. And so I was absolutely so delighted when they first did the Dr. Seuss movie, the Grinch movie, and they did some of the other ones too, and I love those characters too. But this is my favorite, my absolute favorite. And I'll tell you something else, that one of the favorites that I really like, because you all know how much I love quilting, and Jan and I are avid quilt enthusiasts, and we collect quilts, and we go to the Houston quilt show and that sort of thing. This has been such a popular piece among everybody, but particularly people who like to do their sewing or quilting or anything like that. It's just something that you could put in your workroom beside your sewing machine, and you and the Grinch can create beautiful fabric things all day long. This is the character for you. Anyway, uh, this is the collection, and it some of these things are lit up, as you can see, and they're sort of interactive, and subjects that I think cover just about everything. So this is a full blown collection right here in front of me. So if you like that if you like that subject, which who doesn't? And by the way, this is available worldwide. So all of our friends everywhere from all across Europe and Australia and everywhere else. This is available to you too. So and I think that story has spread around the world. Because the one thing about the story, and it's evident, it starts out with this character that has such a dark, dark side of him, and eventually, through his observance of how innocent and how wonderful and how caring the people of Whoville, how they are, has changed him, and it's a good moral story too. I think so. It's good. It's something to expose your kids to, because it's a teaching moment too. As whimsical as it is and as entertaining as it is, it's got a story that you can really take to heart. And if you do, your heart will grow 3 times, and just like the Grinch's did. Okay, so take a look. I think you'll share my enthusiasm for this collection.